All right, what are we going to do with Merab Dvalishvili? And the reason I say that is because this man is beating everybody. And slowly but surely, Merab Dvalishvili is becoming one of the biggest stars in the organization. And this is funny because remember, a while ago, he was kind of just flying under the radar. Yeah, he was working his ass off. He was winning fights. He was doing well. But he wasn't really held in that kind of high regard. Of course, he is the champion of the world. He's defending the belt. He's beating everybody, and I don't see anybody beating him anytime soon. But the personality now is really starting to shine. I mean, look at the press conference last week when he told Corey Sandhagen, listen, you're showing your balls on OnlyFans. I have big Georgian balls.
Shut up, bro. You are selling your balls picture on OnlyFans. How dare you how you talk to me?
The man does have big Georgian balls, okay? He can wrestle, he can punch. He almost finished Corey Sandhagen in the second round. He has a very fan-friendly style. And when you look at the style, by the way, when you look at the wrestling, which is predominantly what he does it in a fan-pleasing way. No one was booing. No one was booing because he doesn't take people down and hold them. He doesn't lay and pray. He's always looking for the finish, and he's getting better, by the way, every single time that he fights. Now, the guy's got a great personality, and the man is funny, and he's a little bit crazy, and that's what everybody loves about him, okay? Whether it's him diving into ice head first, which is crazy.
Let's go.
Whether it's him kissing Sean O'Malley, having arguments with the cornerman of Sean O'Malley. Also, the guy's fun. I mean, look at him celebrating after the victory on Saturday night at the nightclub, dancing around all over the place on the stage. The man is fun. The man's awesome. He's funny. He's cheeky, as we say in the UK. He's got a sense of humor. He's got an infectious smile. He's got a hilarious personality. And the man fights his goddamn ass off, okay? And he's not afraid to talk a bit of shit either.
I saw those pictures. Your balls very small. I have Georgian balls.
Now, when you look at the record and you compare it to the top 10 in the division, the man has beaten everybody. He's starting now to lap everyone. He's beaten Corey Sandhagen. He beat Sean O'Malley not once but twice. Umar Nurmagomedov was taken out. He's beat Henry Cejudo, the greatest combat sports athlete that ever lived. He's taken out Petr Yan, who is a former champion. He beat one of the greatest bantamweights of all time in Jose Aldo, and before that Marlon Moraes, Cody Stamann, John Dodson, Gustavo Lopez, Casey Kenny, Brad Katona, Teddy Ware, okay? The last time he lost was way back in 2018. Since then, he's on a 7-year winning streak, taking out champion after champion after champion. And the fact is this: he is the greatest bantamweight of all time. There's others in there as well, okay? But it's either Dominic Cruz or Merab Dvalishvili. And it is Merab, simple as that. But Merab Dvalishvili is not only the man, he's a star. He's a sensation. I'm telling you, pay-per-view numbers get a significant bump these days when Merab Dvalishvili is on there. Whether or not that's because of the fighting, the personality, the smile, the kissing of Sean O'Malley, the finishing of people. And by the way, those two fights with Sean O'Malley, they would have definitely helped. O'Malley is a big star, okay? And he beat him not once, but twice and finished him the second time. Now, when you look at the UFC rankings in bantamweight, who does he fight next? Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov, Petr Yan, Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong, I don't think he's fought. That's not the one. Davison Figueiredo, Marlon Vera. They're too far down. That's 5, 6, and 7. The only person in there, and he did call him out, was Petr Yan. Petr Yan's on a 3-fight win streak, and he did beat Petr Yan. And Yan said, look, listen, I was robbed. I commentated Petr Yan's last couple of fights, and every time I speak to him at the fighter meetings, he is pissed off. He feels that the judges absolutely screwed him. So I respect Merab Dvalishvili for saying, hey, let's do this. Petr Yan, let's go again. And of course, he wants to fight in December because that would be 4 title fights, defenses, by the way, in a calendar year. Something that has never been done. He's got the most takedowns in UFC history, 117. He's landed over 10 takedowns in 5 different UFC fights. That's a UFC record. And if he defends the belt 4 times in a calendar year, that's just crazy. Because at this level, with the amount of work that goes into the preparation, you just can't have that many fights. But Merab seemingly isn't a normal human being. And the man wants to fight for another 20 years.
I'm planning to fight until 50 years old, and I will have many records.
That's a crazy shout. He's not going to fight for 20 years. But I love the fact that he says that. And Dana White loves the fact that he says it. At the post-fight press conference, he's like, yeah, I love guys that want to fight. I love champions that like to fight.
I love guys that want to fight all the time, especially if they're world champions.
Because champions don't like to fight too often because you risk losing everything. Okay, you're the champion. You're getting pay-per-view points. You've got endorsement deals left, right, and center. You're making money hand over fist. And if you lose the fight and you lose the belt, it all goes away. Merab is willing to risk that every couple of months against whoever it's going to be. Now, who is it going to be? Yeah, sure, have the fight against Piotr Jan. Have it. I'd like to see it. Why not? But who's it going to be next? If he fights him in December, who's it going to be next year? Because there's no one out there. There's no one, but there is someone. If everyone's going to jump around weight classes, if Khamzat Chimaev is going to fight Pereira, if Pereira's going to fight John Jones or Tom Aspinall, Conor McGregor can do it without defending a belt, Islam Makhachev wants to go up, Ilia Topuria wants to go up, why can't Merab Dvalishvili go up? When he's beaten everyone in the top 10 pretty much, he's lapping the division. Tell me that you don't want to see a fight between Alexander Volkanovski and Merab Dvalishvili? That'd be incredible. I would absolutely love to see that fight. And before you start, that's a crazy shout. No, it's not. Merab Dvalishvili is 5'6". Alexander Volkanovski is also 5'6". They're exactly the same height. The only advantage that Volkanovski has, of course, he's a little bit thicker. He's a little bit bigger. That's why he fights at 145. And he has a 3.5-inch reach advantage, which, by the way, that's wingspan. So for each arm, 3.5 inches, it's 1 3/4 inches. Each arm's about that much longer. So it's not the craziest advantage. It's nothing wild, okay? And tell me you wouldn't want to see that fight. Now, of course, at 145, Volkanovski needs some contenders because he has gone through everyone. I mean, yes, there is the fight with Movsar Evloev. There is the fight with Lerone Murphy. Diego Lopez is making noise to fight Volkanovski again. That was the last person that Volkanovski fought and beat. Featherweight is a stacked division, but Volkanovski's been through them all. When you go further down, there is people like Arnold Allen that I think deserves a shot. He gets overlooked in this division, simple as that, but he's going to come back and he's got to get a win. Jean Silva just got beat. Youssef Zalal got a good win at the weekend over Josh Emmett, but he's still number 9. If you want to do a big fight, if you want to showcase the lighter divisions, I am telling you, Alexander Volkanovski versus Merab Dvalishvili in 2026, I've got a feeling that's going to happen. What do you think? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section, please. Is Merab Dvalishvili one of the biggest stars in the organization? Do you love his style of fighting? He is improving with every single time. Or we're going to see him start to get knockouts because the hands, I don't care what you say, they are getting better. He's a nice guy. He's still humble. He shows up. He fights his ass off. He's a cardio machine. He's a little bit crazy. He's a lot of fun. He dances his ass off. He will fight anybody and everybody every couple of weeks. What is there to not like about this guy? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you in Brazil because that's where I'm going in about 20 minutes. Goodbye.